Yo, what is happening, guys? It has been a minute since I've done a video or a Monster Bass unboxing video, but even just a video on the YouTube channel. So it's been a very busy summer. It's been a very hot summer here in Texas. I'm actually filming this in the garage right now, and it is 102 degrees outside, so it is cooking in this garage. But I've also had a lot of vacations over the summer, or just like weekend trips. I've been sick a couple of times. Right now, I'm actually dealing with a kidney stone and trying to pass it. So needless to say, I haven't really pushed record a lot on the camera and recorded some videos. But today, I wanted to come to you and do a Monster Bass unboxing. One, to show you some pretty unique and awesome lures that you've probably never seen before. In fact, I know you've never seen them before because they're all like brand spanking new. So we're gonna do the unboxing, but I'm gonna give it away to one lucky winner as well. So we're gonna do an unboxing and then I'll give it away at the end, or you'll enter to give it away on the next video, or you know how that goes. Anyways, let's do the unboxing. It's freaking hot. I'm gonna have to I'm already dripping in sweat just doing the intro. So we're gonna have to take some pauses along the way to wipe off this sweat. But first thing out of the box, you've got the booklet. This thing is actually not just a couple of pages. There's actually like lots of pages that's included here. Things from individual pro fishermen, things about like best baits and lures to throw this time of year. You've got a whole like lunar table, or astro table is what they're calling it here. Best times to fish, etc. A lot of stuff goes into that booklet or pamphlet. It's not cheap to make either. So pretty pumped that Monster Bass does that for us. Right, let's jump into some lures. This one here, I'm gonna show you is the Thunderhawk Grenade 2.75, and they actually do make I think a 3.5 as well, somewhere around a 3.5 size. But these are, so one comment I've already been getting about these, all right, this little thing right here, is that these are very much like the GiveAway bellows gill, all right? And yeah, they're a very similar design. However, what's different about them is this right here, ready? Like, I'm pulling pretty hard here. Actually I pulled hard enough to tear the tail off. So they are actually destructible, but just for the sake here, I'm pulling pretty darn hard, and they're not tearing apart. So I apologize to whoever's getting this giveaway box. I just ripped the tail off of this one. But point being is these are different than the bellows the GiveAway bellows gill, because those say they're completely indestructible. I'm sorry, those are not indestructible. These are pretty darn indestructible, so you're gonna catch a ton of fish. Just don't pull it by the tail, because the tail may break off. But you're gonna catch a lot of fish on these. This is a pretty sick color. If you want to order these, this color is called Dove's Goby. It's a darker back and a lighter bottom, and it really looks like a bluegill. But you can throw this on a Texas rig, a drop shot, throw it on a jig to a trailer. This one you'd want to use a finesse trailer. Carolina rig it, use what some people call the Jika rig. Tokyo rig, that's probably how I would throw it. But this thing, I'm actually gonna order several more of this in the larger size. This is gonna be one that I order quite a few more of. So anyways, whoever wins this, I'm doing this video live, I'm not making edits. So you're gonna get 5 of them, and one that has the tail, little portion of the tail that tore off. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. All right, next up, also from Thunderhawk, which is pretty darn cool here, you have the Grunt Swim Jig. Now, I'm a big fan of the Swim Jig, but this is actually called the Grunt Jig. It's a hybrid between, you can tell by the bottom the way it sits. It's supposed to sit kind of like this on the bottom, where that hook is up. So it's kind of a hybrid between like a skipping jig or casting jig and a swim jig. I called it a swim jig, but just because the eyes, but the way it's designed is actually probably more for bottom contact. It is a little bit of a smaller size, but it does have some of the, I guess some people call it, I think it's the Flashaboo in the skirt material. So I do like the fact that, you know, they've kind of added some additional material into the skirt here. Really, really, really solid hook. Let me see if I can highlight just the hook for a second. Really solid hook in this jig. So this is a nice little compact jig here. This one's actually a 3/8 ounce in the bone color. So pretty awesome little jig that's included. First one I've seen like this from Thunderhawk, so I guess you're getting into the jig business. All right, these next two you can actually pair together. If you couldn't tell by the wall behind me, I do like throwing castaic lures. This is the Jerky J. I will tell you, this thing is so dang versatile. You can throw this you can throw it as a straight tail jig trailer. You can throw it as a chatterbait trailer. That's how I would do it, chatterbait trailer. You can throw it as just a standard fluke. You can rig this on a Carolina rig. You can throw it on a swim bait hook. And so what you have paired here is the Reaction Strike swim bait hook. Now these are actually these are really big 1/2 ounce hooks. And you say, well, why in the world would I want 1/2 ounce right now? Well, because it's 102 degrees outside and the fish are deeper, and to get deeper, you need a deeper swim bait hook. So you would pair that with this 5-inch swim bait and hopefully go catch some fish deeper. But this Jerky J and that tail, I'm telling you guys, this makes for an incredible trailer on a chatterbait. That's the #1 way that I like to throw these. That's what I would recommend. But you guys have some swim bait hooks if you want to do that instead. All right, guys, I've actually already shown you 4 items, and there's still 4 more to come, and that doesn't include the booklet. All right, I'm not counting the booklet as one of the 4 items. So I've already shown you 4 items. There's 4 more to come. Check these out. All right, you guys may have already seen Bucket Mouth brand. They are a page on Instagram, but they've started making some particular baits and lures, and they've made a frog. So let me take this out of the packaging here. First, here's their packaging, Bucket Mouth brand. So you've got a frog here from them. What's really cool is you have the, I think that may just be a skeleton face, but it looks a lot like Jack from, was it Nightmare Before Christmas? But a pretty cool kind of detailed body here. What I'll show you though on the bottom, there are some rivets, a little bit right here that's gonna create for some movement, but also some traction on the fish's mouth to improve your hookup ratio. You have a little bit of undulation here in the eyes. The back is pretty straight, a little humped. This is a relatively soft frog. On a scale of maybe 1 to 10 on softness, I'd give it maybe an 8. So it's pretty soft. You got some really good stout hooks. The weight does not interfere when I push down here. The legs you're probably gonna wanna cut. Also, what's kind of cool here is there's a little bit of a cup design right here under the lip. Where it would potentially spit. So kind of not necessarily a popping frog, but it would create a little bit of a spitting motion here. I've not taken this out in the water. I'm just speculating based upon the design, what this thing's gonna do for you and what it's gonna look like. But a pretty cool, unique frog. I actually kind of like it. Like there's a lot of frogs that I usually take out of packaging and look at it and say, like this is just a run-of-the-mill frog, but this one's pretty unique. I like the characteristics, and I think Bucket Mouth brand did a pretty good job with this one. I'm anxious to see some of the colors that they have, so I'll have to look those up, but this is a pretty cool frog. I think someone's going to catch some pretty good fish with this. All right, I'm gonna show you the next 2 in the packaging, but then I already have these 2 combined or rigged up that I'll show you as well. So we have the new Blade Burner spinnerbait from Monster Bass. This comes in many different colors, a couple different variations. You have a double willow, you've got a willow and a Colorado, 3/8 sizes, 1/2 ounce sizes. So Monster Bass came out with multiple different colors and sizes. I'll show you one that's out of the packaging. And then you also have the Vital series. I think this is just called the V-tail, or maybe it's just the Vital series. I think it is called the V-tail. Don't quote me on that though. I don't actually see the name on this, but these 2 are meant to be paired together. And let me show you what they look like, because I have one rigged up right here because I had an extra one. And I actually like the look of these 2. So you'll see this is kind of the spinnerbait. You'll notice the head design is pretty unique in that it has some kind of rivets. It's very small and subtle, but a little bit of a ridged bottom right here. It's going to create a little bit of more movement in the water. Really nice skirt material. This one is, as you'll see, is the Willow and the Colorado version. But then there's that trailer, and you'll see the split tail right here. For when you're wanting to run a spinnerbait pretty true, you can throw this trailer on the back. It's just going to give a little bit of a motion, just a little bit of what looks like a tail, something for bass to key in on. Most of the time, I don't even throw a trailer on my spinnerbaits. I just run them with the skirt only. So I do like a very minimalistic skirt on my spinnerbaits, and this is meant to be just that. You'll see that it's relatively clear, but you can kind of see the rigging of the hook right through the plastic there and kind of what that looks like. But Monster Bass has got some great colors coming out here with their spinnerbait. Awesome little mustad hook, or not little, I think it's a 4/0 or 5/0 mustad hook that's on here, and some really nice hardware in their spinner baits. So you should be sure to check out their new blade burner spinner bait. I think they did a really good job with it. I've not tried it yet, but you can see very eager to. I've got it rigged up here with my brand new tournament light reel on my TFO rod, and I've got that one ready to go as soon as I can get back out on the water. All right, next up, or I should say last on the list, this is bait number 8, is a really cool soft plastic from Vicious Fishing that they're coming out with, and it's a really unique creature bait here. And you'll see there's a paddle kind of here, a couple of paddles on the side. There's actually these are like a swim bait tail. So it's meant to obviously be like pitched or flipped or just drug across the bottom. But these two arms right here are gonna create a lot of motion. These are basically two like swim baits. These are gonna flap and kick as well. So whether you're pitching, flipping, dragging on bottom on a Texas rig, this thing's gonna create a lot of commotion for you. This one is a peanut butter and jelly color. I'm digging this. I do have a couple others that I did get from Monster Bass in different colors that I'm definitely going to be rigging up and throwing, especially with vegetation being very thick right now in these hot summer months. That's gonna be a great lure to pitch, flip, throw. Fish are really tight to cover right now, and that's gonna be a great one to pitch in there, tight to cover, let it fall down some stumps or trees, grass edges, and jack them and pull them out, or even around lily pads. Find those holes, let that bait drop. That's gonna be really, really good soft plastic for this time of year. All right, guys, so let's recap. You got your booklet, you got the swim bait hooks. All right, these are awesome too. Like, these are some pretty serious heavy duty swim bait hooks. You've got your Jerky J to pair with the swim bait hooks, or throw it as a chatterbait trailer, trust me. You've also got from Thunderhawk, the grenade, the 2.75, you got 5 of them, and then one extra one with a tail that I broke off, but I put it back in there for you. So anyways, you got that going for you. You've also got the bucket mouth frog. You've got the Vicious Fishing. I actually don't even know what this creature bait's called, but you got the creature bait from Vicious Fishing. You've got the spinner bait, the blade burner from Monster Bass, brand new. Paired that with, I'm gonna call it the V-tail here from Z-Bait. And then you've got the Thunderhawk, kind of that casting jig, definitely a hybrid finesse jig, swim jig, casting jig, skipping jig, etc. But an awesome one there to pair with, you know, a smaller soft plastic. So 8 baits total. An awesome box here from Monster Bass. I really think they did a great job pairing some baits that are gonna work right now this time of year and things that you need right now to go catch fish. I'm gonna give it away. Let's make this simple, guys. All I need you to do is just drop a comment and just let me know what you think of these baits and which one is your favorite. I know I do that often, but it's pretty simple and easy. I don't try to make these things difficult for you. And then I'm gonna let the video run for about 4 to 5 days, and then I'm gonna pull a winner, all right? I wanna reward the guys, gals that are jumping on, watching videos early, and I wanna give you an opportunity to win. I'm not gonna sit here and let this thing drag out for a week or 2 weeks before I pick a winner. I wanna reward those who have notifications turned on and are jumping in early. Give me 1 second, let me wipe some sweat off my face. So leave me a comment, let me know which one's your favorite, and I'll pull from the comments and the entries. Or if you just want to drop a comment below about anything else, I love to respond to you guys. I'm gonna bring you much more videos coming up in the weeks ahead. I've got some new frogs to show you. I've got some other new swim jigs to show you. Actually, a lot of swim jigs to show you. So I'm gonna do a whole unboxing of just swim jigs coming up. What else do I have down here? A whole bunch of other new baits from Mock Baits to show you. Some new reels. I've got 3 or 4 new reels down there. I've just got a ton of stuff that I need to do, kind of like an unboxing or a showing for you guys, some videos. We've got some on the water videos from Oklahoma, etc. A lot of content, you guys get it. I'm gonna try to post more, even though it's blazing hot in this garage. And then last thing I'd ask is, send me your thoughts, send me your prayers, please. I can use them to finally pass this kidney stone. It has been in me for about 9 days, and I'm ready to get the sucker out. So please pray for me, or send me your prayers. Would love for you to do that. And as always, if nobody's told you today, God loves you, and so do I. And until next time, peace out.